Here is a scientific case for an eternal cosmic observer. Recent developments in quantum mechanics suggest the existence of an eternal cosmic observer, carrying significant implications for our understanding of God's existence. This concept emerges from the intersection of consciousness studies and quantum physics. At its core, the argument centers on the relationship between consciousness and reality. Research shows that conscious observation affects physical objects at the quantum level, as demonstrated in the double-slit experiment. Biocentrism, a theory developed by Dr. Robert Lanza and Dr. Matej Pavlik, proposes 7 key principles to explain this phenomena. First, reality requires conscious perception. Second, space and time are mental constructs. Third, particle behavior depends on observation. Fourth, matter exists in probability states until observed. Fifth, the universe's structure reflects its life-centered nature. Sixth, time exists only through perception. And seventh, space lacks independent existence from consciousness. These principles lead to a fascinating conclusion. If reality depends on conscious observation, and the universe existed before human consciousness, then there must be an eternal conscious observer, what we traditionally call God. The theory challenges materialistic worldviews by suggesting that consciousness isn't merely a product of physical brain activity, but rather exists independently of physical matter. This aligns with religious concepts of an eternal, conscious deity who created and sustains the universe. Moreover, quantum mechanics reveals that particles can appear, disappear, and change behavior based on observation. This scientific finding supports the idea that reality is fundamentally dependent on consciousness, rather than existing independently. The implications are profound. If consciousness precedes physical reality, and if reality has always existed, then an eternal consciousness must exist outside of space and time. This eternal observer would necessarily possess attributes traditionally associated with God: existence independent of physical reality, the ability to create and sustain the universe through observation, and consciousness that transcends human limitations.